celebration of October as National Cybersecurity Awareness Month and the theme, combating misinformation, disinformation in a digitally resilient democracy, our collective responsibility, is indeed appropriate and significant. The need to raise awareness and build the capacities of citizens to detect, prevent, and mitigate cyber threats, including the spread of misinformation and disinformation, will help ensure peace and stability, especially as we count down to the December general elections. I would like at this stage, as the Chief of the Defense Staff, to reiterate my pledge for peace before, during, and after the general elections. The Ghana Armed Forces is ready to support civil authority and other security agencies to ensure Ghana remains a beacon of democracy in Africa. As you might be aware, most militaries consider cyberspace as a fifth domain of warfare alongside the traditional land, sea, air, and space domains. It is therefore not surprising that terrorists and violent extremist groups are exploiting the internet as platform for their activities. Ghana Armed Forces has thus identified cyberspace and cybersecurity as a new frontiers for operational effectiveness. I'm happy to state that a series of activities have been planned to create awareness among all ranks and provide essential cybersecurity skills to combat misinformation and disinformation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it must be emphasized that the threat to our critical information infrastructure is real and requires our collective efforts to protect it. Every Ghanaian should therefore understand the cyber threats, vulnerabilities, and the impact on our national interest and security. As an armed forces, we are committed to enhancing our engagements in the digital space, reviewing operating procedures, and ensuring high sense of readiness. The risk to Ghana Armed Forces personnel have been clearly understood, and training is being undertaken to ensure personnel remain digitally safe and critical infrastructure secure. I consider the theme for this year's celebration apt, since the general elections are only a few weeks away. Misinformation and disinformation could be employed as a tool to breach the peace with attendant undesirable outcomes. It is therefore important that any information received should be verified appropriately. Let me take this opportunity to advise the general public, including media houses and our journalists, to be professional and circumspect in their reportage about security services in the rundown to the December elections. We should not create fear and panic among the citizens, but seek to maintain peace, security, and national cohesion. The Ghana Armed Forces Public Relations Department remains ready to help verify and clear doubts for journalists and the general public whenever required. Finally, I take this opportunity to urge all ranks to enrich their skills in cybersecurity and employ best practices to combat any cyber threat. We must collectively and actively help detect, prevent, and mitigate the spread of misinformation and disinformation.